Over to you, Dan.
Thank you so much, Daniel Wahome. We are here at the Riadha House just to take a sample of some of the views of some of the sports leaders who are trying to give a tribute and pay a tribute to the late Kenya Volleyball Federation President Waithaka Kioni. Let it be remembered that Waithaka Kioni passed on the 9th of April here in Nairobi after a short sickness, and he was the acting, he was the Confederation of African Volleyball Vice President, a seat he secured the last 2 years. Another thing to note is that Waithaka Kioni was the current second vice president of the National Olympics Committee of Kenya, NOC. Without wasting some time, we are joined by the chairman of the Kenya Volleyball Federation, Nairobi County, Mr. Moses Mbudhia. Welcome on board. First, how did you receive the news on the passing of Waithaka Kioni?
Shocking, because in my tradition we believe when a when a hero of Kioni's status passes on, when he passes on, that's like a mugumo tree failing, and we felt it all. And I think, as you've indicated, even right now, we are still saddened by the demise of the President Waithaka Kioni. I happen to have known Waithaka Kioni for the last 30 years. First met him when he was the public relations officer. I'm the chairman of Nairobi branch, where I am now the chair. And thereafter, we worked together for a very long time, and he was still the president of Kenya Volleyball Federation. The word is, we are saddened by the demise of Waithaka Kioni.
What impact did he have in the field of the Kenya Volleyball Federation or in volleyball?
Well, Waithaka Kioni is the son of Kioni, the former Secretary General of NAP. And we all, as a teacher, we derive our power, solidarity forever from his own dad. And after that, given the baton by his own dad, he has also expanded the influence and the growth of volleyball in this country. And so we have every reason to acknowledge, celebrate, and even always remember Waithaka Kioni for his contribution in Kenya Volleyball Federation.
What are some of the qualities we can pick from his leadership and from his impact to the volleyball?
For the first time after 16 years, Waithaka Kioni has made it possible for us now to participate in the Olympics. And last year, but when you and I know very well that the Kenya team did participate in the Olympics. And there was not just the convection of volleyball, but also the beach volleyball that also participated in the Olympics. So those efforts, when rivers flow, they have a lot of tributaries. And so when the main course empties its water into a main ocean like the Olympic, we all celebrate. And that is what Mr. Waithaka Kioni was all about.
The federation was to organize the plan for elections on the 29th of this month. Are the elections still going to happen, or are you pushing them to a further date?
Those are policies of the NEC, and I wouldn't like to speak for the NEC. Though I'm a member there, the Secretary General and the acting president now need to make a very comprehensive statement of the same. I do not want to jump the gun. Yes.
What are some of your words of encouragement to the Kenya Volleyball Federation and to all lovers of sports who are now mourning the death of Waithaka Kioni?
Mine is to tell them, let's work as a unit. Let's make sure that we bury Kioni. Let's have a decent burial. And also let's try to pick the best that Kioni did plant in volleyball during his tenure, because he has also said in volleyball. And so there are so many things to pick from, both at volleyball, NOC, and the continent.
Thank you so much. That was Moses Mbudhia, the chairman, Kenya Volleyball Federation, Nairobi County. We are also joined by Malkia Strikers coach, Paul Bitok. Mr. Paul, welcome on board. How did you first receive the news that Waithaka Kioni is no more?
It was really a sad moment for us as a volleyball family. It came in when we were playing Paul Bitok International Tournament in Kasarani, when everybody was there. So I can say it was really a sad moment, because that was the news which could not have happened during the tournament which we had in Kasarani. We pay tribute to Mr. Kioni. He has done a lot in Kenya Volleyball Federation and more so to Malkia Strikers. We understand that Mr. Kioni was really looking forward for our transition period because this month is when we will be having our election, and that is really putting us in a very complicated situation. But I can say Kioni was our father, he was our leader, he is our hero. We live to remember. Me as a coach, he appointed me immediately in 2006 when I won Africa Club Championship as head coach of KCB. I was a young coach, but when I won with a young team, he realized that I have a talent in coaching. And this is how my journey came in volleyball and to be a great coach. In 2019, when I came back from Rwanda, he was still believing in me, and he brought me back when he told me that 16 years Kenya have not qualified for the Olympics, and he gave me the chance, and this is how Kenya came back again in 2020 Olympics.
As a coach, what are some of the qualities of a good leader you can copy from Waithaka Kioni?
Mr. Kioni is an unique person. He had a very good connection, both locally and international. Remember, he made Malkia Strikers to be in a very comfortable situation when he got local sponsors, National Oil Company, and also the recently Mossad paid a company coming in to sponsor the Malkia Strikers and to leave Malkia at the top. It is one of the person who had a very good relationship with the corporate world and also internationally. I want to report that Mr. Kioni managed to secure different international sponsorship for the national teams, and especially to Malkia Strikers. He started with Japan through coach Satoshi Sugawara, and there was a time when he had to resign because some of the federation members could not agree with the terms of the scholarship and also the training of Japan. And then it came in recently when he secured the empowerment program with FIVB. He made sure that we got sponsorship, and when he got this kind of sponsorship for the international body, the team managed to train 3 months in Japan. The team still under the same sponsorship of FIVB, which is unique to us. You know, Kenyan government is not able to sponsor us all the activities that we have with Malkia Strikers. But I remember one time when we were going for the Olympics, he told me that you are the national coach, but we are bringing in other international coaches to come and help us. And he convinced me that to be a coach at the Olympics, you might not win 1 or 2 matches for the first time. But if we maintain this relationship and have this kind of sponsorship with FIVB, Kenya one day will qualify and will be at the top in the world. Because to get sponsorship here at home is not easy. As we are speaking now, we had more than 5 meetings with FIVB together with Mr. Kioni to make sure that the team in 2024 qualify for the Olympics. And already he secured the sponsorship for Malkia Strikers, which now we will be disclosing what we had discussed with the FIVB and Mr. 2024 qualify for the Olympics. And already he secured the sponsorship for Malkia Strikers, which now we will be disclosing what we had discussed with the FIVB and Mr. Kioni. On this kind of sponsorship, the team will be leaving for 2 weeks in Morocco and also to play in France Challenger.
Last but not least, in the report of his death, we saw that the Paul Bitok tournament was coming to an end and you had to suspend the event. What plans are there to ensure that the event is a success?
I think the most important thing now, which I am requesting and I'm urging my colleagues, those who are in the campaign period for coming to the office, let's take this moment that Kioni have put us together to come together and to have a good federation, to have a good transition, not to let down what Mr. Kioni had made for us. In our technical meeting of the Paul Bitok tournament, he came and he told us, please, I have taken this volleyball to the high level. Don't let it down. As you come in, the new leaders, please maintain the same. He apologized to everyone if he have made any mistake during 3 days before his death. So it put us that as we continue with the new leadership, we must maintain what Kioni advised us. For Paul Bitok International Tournament, we'll continue and we will announce before the end of the week the dates, and then we will have the teams who have qualified for the semi-final, because they are in preparation for the African Club Championship, which is coming next month, to catch them and to test themselves and celebrate this hero, Mr. Kioni.
Thank you so much. That was Paul Bitok, coach Malkia Strikers. Waithaka Kioni is gone, but his memories will forever live in our minds as volleyball and sports lovers. His burial is set for Wednesday at Kiamwangi in his rural home in Gatundu. We'll keep you updated in every preparations concerning the burial of Mr. Waithaka Kioni. Back to you, Daniel Wahome.
Thank you very much, Daniel Mwendwa, from Riyadh House, speaking with Moses Mbuthia, who is the chair of the Nairobi branch of the Kenya Volleyball Federation, and Malkia Strikers coach Paul Bitok.